Maybe white people shit smells good.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
But it's like it's a whole hippie thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not clean.
Hipster thing.
I hate hippies.
Not
Yeah, because
moisturising.
you're a hipster.
Yeah, you're a bit of a hippie.
You're a real hipster. You're a
I'm not a
hippie slash
hipster.
You've
hipster.
ridden
I'm not
over
a
your
hippie.
laptop.
Do you know what?
I'm
So-
literally a racist.
Do you know what? Do you know what's so
I'm
funny?
literally a racist guy that's bad at comedy.
I actually made a hipster joke when I arrived today. You and all your friends kind of look like, what are you talking about? They think we're hipsters. What do you mean? We're not.
I don't think we are.
You're
I would say you are.
1,000,000%
100%.
hipsters.
No, I like
You're
fucking...
100%
I like
hipster.
pop music. I don't like craft beer.
Still
I'm-
everything.
I'm basic.
We
I'm
would-
very basic.
What is that covering your chair right
Yeah,
now?
you
My
got
hippie
those
housemate
Aztec
made this for
patterns.
me.
Okay.
You got a
And I hate
guitar.
it. He said, I'm going to get you a chair, and then he made it for me.
You literally
and
had
I'm
a
like, if you
mullet.
said you're going to get something for me, get it from the store.
You just had a mullet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm an artist, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking...
You're a hippie,
Yeah.
hipster.
This is so funny
This is
that
an
I care
intervention.
about
We're
this.
actually having an intervention.
I know, why
To
do I
Jackson.
care about this?
Yeah, why do you care? I know, even when I walked in and I called you a hipster, and you, girlfriend, both housemates kind of looked like... Wait,
Where
are
this joke isn't funny.
But this isn't... Where are these hipsters?
Maybe
What do you mean?
Maybe
That's-
hipster's like the N-word for you guys.
Oh. Because I think I've brought it up a few times, you being a hipster, and you're like, I hate them.
Am I a hipster?
100%.
What is the definition?
It's someone who kind of is like alternative.
You got a vibe, you know?
new-towny,
There's a hipster
Real
vibe.
hipster vibe.
You've written all over your laptop.
Yes.
A non-hipster
Well,
wouldn't
I've-
write on a laptop.
Yeah,
You
I'm
doing
an
hipster
artist.
things.
I am an artist.
Yeah, you're an artist. Most artists are hipsters.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Look at me and look how me and Riv are dressed. We're dressed like uncles.
Yeah.
We've just gone to the gym. You know what I mean? Everything you're kind of got going on is kind of purposeful. Me and Riv don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're just wearing clothes that are like comfortable.
You
and
got
just
headphones
normal.
on. You
I
got
guess I'm not a... Yeah, because I'm fucking managing this shit, bro. Why am I getting so angry about this?
I know, you're like,
That's how you know I'm not a hipster, is because I'm getting angry at the fact.
Do you know what the most hipster thing you ever did?
I'm
ever?
definitely not a hippie.
You're kind of a hippie.
No, I fucking hate hippies.
Do you know what you did?
I
went to your
literally
house,
hate hippies.
And he had a table, like an outside table, right?
Yeah.
And like you usually maybe have a tablecloth or something on it. He had a shirt. A shirt used as a tablecloth.
No, I didn't.
A vintage shirt that he would have thrifted.
Yeah.
And I almost was like, I can't even believe what I'm looking at. And you were there having like a coffee, doing some music. And I was
don't
like, this may be
remember
the
this,
most hipster thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I don't remember this.
This was at your old place. You had like an old t-shirt used as a table cover.
This episode isn't coming out.
Maybe you're like hip curious.
Yeah. No, it's not even hip curious. You're a hipster.
You're like in the closet hipster.
You've got the hipster sandals. That's literally what every single hipster wears. They wear those kind of like they're not Adidas's.
I think
hipsters
I've got
would never
a
wear Adidas.
different definition of hipster.
No, we've got a perfect idea of
What's
hipster.
your definition?
Someone that's wearing
Not me. Someone who's not me.
someone that's wearing skinny jeans,
Nah, that's-
button-up shirts right to the top.
Nah, that's
they
like
listen
a-
to
That's like 2015.
Yeah,
hipster.
that was like 2009.
my definition hasn't changed.
That's an over-the-top idea of a hipster. It's
A
like,
big beard, rides a bicycle,
No.
loves craft
That's-
beer, loves like drinking black coffee, espressos.
You do that.
Wears glasses. No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I drink flat whites, baby boy. And guess what?
That's
My
a bit
milk's
more
from the
hipster.
fridge. It's
That's
cold.
more hipster.
I'm basic.
No, you're not basic.
I'm not trying
You're not basic
to.
at all. You're not basic
There's
at
definitely
all.
a purpose.
Yeah,
you got
everything you do seems
got those
to be
fancy
so
jackets?
purposeful. Yeah.
Okay,
Everything-
yeah, I do like clothes.
Yeah.
I do like clothes, but it's not what I'd... If I was to look at someone and be like, oh, that's a hipster.
You're wearing like a friend's band's t-shirt. That's probably the ultimate hipster move. It's like, oh, you know, it's my friend's band.
Because he
Like,
gave it to me, bro. And you already know I don't shop at retail.
Yeah.
like, look, literally, like,
It was a little bit large, but I just chopped it up a couple sizes. You know what I mean? Crop top that shit.
it's good. I call my brother's a hipster. Complete hipster. I catch him on it all the time. He won't say he's a hipster. Because I think most actual modern day hipsters are in denial. And they hate the idea of hipsterdom. My brother won't go to Newtown. Because I think he'll feel uncomfortable. Because everyone in Newtown dresses like him.
What's the philosophy of a hipster?
They reject the mainstream.
I love the mainstream.
No,
though.
for little things. It's the little things.
Yeah.
And this
Tell
is
me.
where you can
The
kind
clothing.
of tell. Clothing. Again,
Yeah.
I love it. I shop at fucking Kmart.
Yeah, which is a hipster
That's
thing
so
to do.
hipster.
That's so hipster. That's not even, we're not even trying to do a funny bit. Shopping at Kmart. My brother shops at Kmart as well. Such a hipster move. Because they're kind of doing it like with a sense of irony as well.
Do hipsters spike people's drinks? I didn't want to say it on pod until it came to Alright, what else do hipsters do?
What else do hipsters do? They're
What
into
do you-
art. They're
yeah.
into kind of music.
They eat funny food.
Yeah.
You probably eat baked beans.
I don't eat
Yes.
eggs.
What do you eat?
What do you
Bacon
eat?
and eggs.
Yeah,
if
that's
I'm
That's
pretty
so
hipster.
hipster.
That's so
Oh, that's so
hipster.
hipster.
What else do you do?
I don't know, jerk off onto the floor.
That's so hipster.
Yeah, that's pretty hipster move.
Jerk off in the shower.
Yeah, that's a hipster
Let me
move.
run through my day. So jerk off onto the floor.
Do you sell electricity?
Oh,
'Cause that's
no.
a big, yeah, that's a big hipster
Oh,
move.
no.
But actually, not even trying to be ironic. Trying to think of some other things. The tattoos you have are very hipster.
Oh, 100%.
Look at that, the brand new hipster tattoo you got.
Yeah.
That's very
Because a hipster shouldn't be able to afford a tattoo, but he still gets one.
Yes.
You know?
And
I'm a
it's
white
kind of
supremacist.
alternative.
A non-hipster wouldn't get a tattoo because he can't afford it.
Yeah, of course. Or they'll get something like a tribal tattoo. Hipster would not. They may have tribal tattoos in 5 years, ironically, but a hipster would not get a basic kind of like sleeve or a tribal tattoo. Think of a tradie.
Ah.
A tradie would not have that tattoo.
Is this like a punk, anti-punk thing? You know what I mean? Like a punk is like, I'm not a punk.
Maybe. Yeah.
But instead of being a cool punk, I'm a fucking...
You're a hipster. And I dress
What's
like...
the philosophy? Tell me the philosophy
I
behind
dress
being
like
a
an
hipster.
athlete. That's what everyone used to say. I dress like a basketball player. I dress like someone who's about to play sport. And that's true. I used to always deny it. I was like, no, I don't dress like a basketball player as I wear basketball shorts.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I don't dress like an athlete as I'm kind of wearing... I look like I'm just about to play basketball right now.
Yeah.
And I always dress like that. It took me a while. My mum was like, you need to get some proper clothes. You just keep dressing like a basketball player.
You guys probably being from Sydney have that more
Oh, we know what a hipster is.
definition.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that
My
Bondi
shit,
hipster
my
thing
shit.
isn't real.
So I just grew up. I was wearing Vans and
Hipster.
board shorts.
Board shorts, not too hipstery. I haven't seen you wear board shorts.
No, I haven't worn board shorts since I moved to Sydney, and there's no beach.
Yeah. Hipsters, non-hipsters would probably wear board shorts because they don't know fashion. Hipsters are really kind of...
Hipsters wouldn't go to the beach.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't go to the beach. They'd probably go like...
I'm a
Everything
beach
you do.
boy. I grew up at the beach.
When was the last time I went to the beach?
Is
Maybe-
skating hipster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe coming
It
to...
is.
Skating's probably one of the most hipster things because it goes hand in hand with being a hipster.
What else is hipster? Doing drugs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
completely.
What isn't hipster?
Not being a hipster is going to the gym.
I go to the gym.
Yeah, so a lot of hipsters go to the gym.
Yeah.
Also, not being hipster would be going on a very straightforward date to kind of watch like a movie.
I say the N word. Does
Is
that...
is that a hipster thing to do? Hipsters would probably go to... they play cricket on the beach. Something like that. They'd play like rugby, touch football.
I'd do that if I went to the beach.
What? You do it in a real hipstery way. There'll be something about your setup. Do you know what
You'd be playing the wrong sport.
Like, here we go. You're a hipster. Riv, what do you kind of do on the weekend? Like, what do you do kind of that's like a thing other than work? Like, what's an activity or a leisurely thing you do?
Let's watch the soccer.
Yeah, a hipster would not watch soccer.
I wouldn't watch
They'd
the
probably
soccer.
watch some weird, like, Russian soccer or something like that to be alternative. Because everything they do is kind of for a purpose. It's to let people know they're different.
I know what's going on.
Yeah. What is it?
You're projecting onto me.
No, I'm not a
Yes, you
hipster.
are.
I'm actually not a hipster.
You know what I watch?
Yeah.
I watch Breaking Bad. The
It's a hipster
biggest
thing
show
to
in
do.
the
That's
world.
pretty hipster.
No, that's a
That-
hipster thing to
that was
do.
a
You know
show-
what you watch?
That was a show 5 years
This
ago.
guy
9.
watches art house films from fucking Russia and
Wow.
Japan. You know what he listens to? He listens to white supremacists.
Wow.
You know what I listen to? I listen to Green Day and Jack Harlow.
That's pretty hipster.
That's a hipster.
That's so hipster.
You know what this guy
Hipster.
listens to? He listens to this guy with 2,000 streams from Europe. And he's like, no, this guy's massive.
I like alternative stuff, but I'm not a hipster.
You
That's
like
the big
alternative
difference.
stuff.
You're
and
a
you are
hipster, and the idea of hipsters are kind of changing. They actually would listen to Jack Harlow because it's changed. Again, you have this idea of the old school hipster riding a fixie bike, drinking a long black with glasses, top button done up. That doesn't exist anymore. That was more than 10 years ago.
Can I have a symbol of hipsterism? Give me an artist. Give me a something.
All
a
day.
symbol. Yeah, love all day.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but he's a hipster.
Oh, I'm a hipster.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. He's a real hipster. All the bands you listen to are all hipsters. All the indie bands, Triple J bands, they're all hipsters. Huge
All right.
hipsters.
Yeah, I'm a hipster.
All the Sticky Boys, they're all hipsters. Sticky
Yep.
Fingers.
Supporting
huge
local
hipsters.
art, that's
Oh,
hipster.
I
That's
guess.
so hipster.
Yep.
Did you go to that kind of Sydney late night? If you went to any of those rallies, you're a hipster.
No, I don't believe in rallies.
Apart from white supremacist rallies.
Exactly.
Apart from
NASCAR rallies.
Apart from Rally, North Carolina.
I guess the problem with it is
What about a rally for rally?
the reason why it upsets me or whatever is that hipsterism is very aligned with leftism, very far leftism.
No, not necessarily. Hipsters are
That's
kind of
my
a little
idea
bit
of it.
more
Then
can be
that's-
open-minded.
That's the Triple J audience. It's just like the uni kind of mindset and everything like
yeah,
that.
actually,
I'm
you've
not-
got a point. That's a lot of them. Yes.
I'm more centrist on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Who'd you vote for?
I didn't vote, bro.
So you're paying
Oh.
$50.
That's so hipster.
That's so hipster.
Do I have to vote? I mean,
Yeah.
pay? Do I have to pay?
Yeah, he gets like a $50 to $100 fine.
What?
A $50 fine.
I
No,
forgot to pay. I mean, fine. I mean,
You've got to vote. Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
I
to pay
forgot to.
$50.
You can just vote online.
I went to.
busy.
I knew I could vote online, but I like to go to the school anyway. I was already there. So I was like, wait, there's a
Might
vote
as
going
well.
on?
Might as well vote.
Might as well vote. Anyway, we've probably gone quite open now, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. We can go for what.
Really?
I don't want to hold you too long.
No, nothing.
This is where we go into sicko mode. Because we've got all the podcast formalities out of the way, and now we start getting raw. Talking about Jackson being a hipster.
The real stuff.
You're a hipster. My brother's a real hipster, and I think probably maybe the first sign of hipsterdom is denial.
When it comes to
Most hipsters would say I'm a hipster. If anyone kind of got me on hipster things like you kind of did, I'm like, yeah, it's true. I do that. That's very hipstery.
so you know you're down the rabbit hole when you're.
I know I'm
denying.
down the rabbit hole, but
Yeah.
I know I'm also not actually a hipster though, because I'm so commercial, like with the way I dress,
When it comes to
act certain things.
the music I write, for instance,
Yeah,
there's like I hear other people's shit,
yeah.
and I'm like, it's just too fucking niche. You're trying to do something. I'm like a pop guy.
Again, I think there's a big difference. Hipsters can like pop music. That's a very big.
But it's not ironic. I don't like pop music ironically.
No, not ironically, because again, the idea of hipsterdom has changed
Yeah.
in a big way. Go to Newtown, Surrey Hills. Every single person's a hipster, if they're not gay. There's a
Can
big
you be
difference.
both? Because
Well,
I think I might have just found out I'm not a hipster.
Yeah, the thing is, hipsters like to kind of act very accepting and everything like that, but they're straight at the end of the day. They're very straight hipsters.
What's the alternative? Do I have to be a hipster on something else?
What do you mean, a hipster on something else?
Because I don't think of myself as a hipster. What do I think of myself as?
Yeah, that's true. What would you think of yourself as?
I don't know. I don't even know what the opposition of a hipster would be.
It'd be a normie, almost.
Yeah.
Riv kind of is a bit of a normie.
Probably pretty normal, yeah.
Yeah, pretty normie dude.
But you're not a normie because you're a comic.
Yeah, but I think it's still in that field of being a normie.
Is it?
Because you've got
Because
kind of
hipsters aren't comedians, though.
Yeah, not many
I don't
hipsters.
think-
I
there's-
must be a
Yeah,
hipster.
must be a and I also must be a hipster then. But yeah, it's kind of like you have a thing, and you can do a whole bunch of other stuff that may not necessarily belong to your group, but you're still part of that group. Like Riv's a little bit more classic. Like, look at the way he's dressed. He's comfy, he's casual, smart,
There you go.
smart haircut.
Got a Calvin Klein t-shirt on.
Yeah, Calvin, what are the pants?
Let me get some price tags on those.
Yeah,
I
let's
don't
talk about what he's wearing right now. What are the pants?
Maybe I would say ASOS maybe.
See, look how basic that is.
Got some Adidas shoes on.
Adidas shoes, and he's got the short socks as well.
Got some Bond socks
And they're from
on.
Bali.
Yeah.
What? They're from Bali?
My shoes?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, they're not from Bali.
Oh, sorry.
Because I was about to say that'd be so hipster, but no.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just dressed so normal. Like, that's the
Yeah.
difference. You've never dressed like this.
I did.
No, you've never dressed kind
Do
of
you wear
so
shorts?
proper.
Yeah.
You wouldn't wear these types of shorts. There'd be a hipster angle to it.
Yeah,
They'd be like
I wear
ripped.
like gym shorts.
Yeah, see, that's the
there you go.
hipster angle you're taking as well. 'Cause
I
you
used to
kind
wear
of-
board shorts, but I've grown out of them, haven't bought more.
Yeah.
So now I just go to the beach in my gym shorts.
Yeah, see, that's such...
A normal
That's
person would
such
wear
a
like
hipster
chino
move.
shorts or like.
Exactly. See how Riv's dressing just like a normal guy. You've got kind of like a little bit of an angle going on, which again, you're an artist, so you're basically going to be a hipster. They'll wear gym shorts, kind of like, oh yeah, ironically.
Being a white guy, I can't get around in chinos and shit though.
Why?
I'll look like a fucking dickhead.
Yeah, that's the thing. How do you think Riv looks?
No.
What do you think I'm trying to say Riv is dressed like?
You look
He looks smart.
good. Yeah, you look smart.
Thank
You
you.
look really smart and like proper, well put together. You look kind of like an uncle, as I said. You kind of look your age. You look like you're just dressing nice.
Yeah. This is 28 Rhodia.
Yeah. Jackson, on the other hand, isn't wearing shoes right now.
That's
probably
weird.
the
I'm
first.
inside my house, not wearing
That's
shoes.
disgusting.
And he's also wearing kind of like, what are they? Some sort of Adidas.
And
Wearing Adidas track
Yeah,
pants.
that's a huge hipster move.
and his toenails aren't
And he's,
cut.
the thing is, think about someone. think about someone who would
two
wear
feet things.
who would wear Adidas tracksuits. It'd be like a Lebanese ethnic guy, which Jackson isn't dressing like. And where's the shirt from?
You're wearing this bit of clothing that this kind of person will wear.
But you're not wearing it for that reason. You're not wearing it to kind of be from on road or be like a Habibi.
Yeah.
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 And that's the difference.
And I'm wearing a shirt of my favorite band.
Is it? Is
Yeah.
that actually the shirt? Yeah, that's huge. Hipster. Riv
Okay.
would not wear a band
They're
t-shirt.
too expensive. Like
Yeah.
$50 for a band shirt,
Do
isn't
you know
it?
what I mean? And
I'm like a
you
band
thrifted
guy.
it. Yeah,
I'm a band guy.
Yeah, you're a band guy.
I'm not a hipster.
Most band guys are
Yep.
kind of hipstery.
No, but I don't have the philosophy.
You can't. You do though. Hipsters are all about minimalism and ease, and kind of doing things on the cheap that still kind of give me a bit of an edge. That's the thing.
Okay.
They're the hipster shoes. Every single hipster has. I don't even know where to buy those, but I know every single hipster wears them.
Where do you buy
Those
Adidas
slides.
Yeah,
slides?
I got those, but in red.
You see? We all have choices to make.
That's such a funny thing to say for anything as well. Like you look at anyone's anything, meal. That's cool. I got that, but in red.
And see, yeah, hipster would never
Me and
do that.
Grim just look at each other as well. Like, where do we go with that information?
Oh man, but yeah,
What else? I drive a Commodore.
huge
Yes.
hipster move.
They don't even make Commodores anymore.
Yeah, it's such a hip. What do you drive, Riv?
I got a Mercedes.
It's,
You gotta say.
see, that's the opposite of a hipster.
I can't even pronounce
He's
nothing.
spending too much on a car. He's spending too much on a car. You're spending too much on instruments, music stuff, which is good
T-shirts.
because what hipsters do, and you're following your art and spending on your art and stuff like that. Riv is spending too much money on a car, which goes against the hipster ethos. If you were to drive down King Street in a Mercedes, you'd probably get like not eggs thrown at you. You'd probably get like tofu thrown at you. Do you know what I mean? Literally, you'd be like, "Get out of here! You're part of the machine."
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yes, that's the thing. If you had a
Because now I
Mercedes,
say
I'd
I'm
be
not.
like,
Now I say I'm not vegetarian or vegan, and you say that's a very hipster thing to do.
Yeah, of course. And I'm not even being ironic, but that's like a hipster thing to do.
No.
To go back on.
Of course you're not.
Because right now, if Riv said he was vegan, I'd be like, oh yeah, he's trying it out. He's being kind of like an
Religious.
uncle. Yeah, he's just like, you tried out keto.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. That's a normie thing to do.
I think the problem is
Yeah.
I'm white. and I'm
Steroids.
not norm.
Maybe it's hipster to
I'm
be
not
white.
That's
normal.
probably all it takes. Oh, my brother's a POC, and he's a hipster. He's a
Yeah, but he's doing different things than I am.
still very much the same. You both have the same mindset in certain ways, in the hipster sides of you.
Can you explain that a little
Again,
bit?
he's always wearing something hipstery. He's not wearing something normal. He would never dress like this. Never. Do you know what I mean? Look at how he would never dress like me. Never.
Right.
But he'll dress like you all the time.
Functionality.
Yeah, and it's kind of not even functionality. It's not functional because there's an edge to it. What Riv's wearing is functional. He's just gone out and like, oh, what's nice? What's kind of like a good shirt? Oh, what's that? Calvin Klein. That's a nice shirt.
What's the weather? What's the weather like?
What are some pants? I want to get like
It's
kind
like
of some
weather
nice
appropriate, you know.
Yeah.
It's hot as shit and you're wearing trackies.
When you're getting ready to go out,
pants. Yes.
you're looking in the cupboard and you think, what?
Yeah. What do you think?
Depends where I'm going.
Yeah.
What I wear last time I went out.
Because
Okay.
it has to be different from that.
Hipsters wouldn't do that. Hipsters would wear the same thing and be like, I don't even care. But they do. They know. They know a normal person would be like, oh, I'm not going to wear the same thing. Hipsters would do that purposefully. And that's the thing about hipsters. You'd be like, yeah, I know what you're doing. You wore that yesterday. And you're wearing it again just to go against
Just to
my
piss me off. What? I've had to change clothes and you just get to wear exactly the same thing? But today you're wearing deodorant.
Yeah, it's
That's the only
socially
difference.
acceptable to change. And hipsters kind of always go against like the norm. The norm is like, I shouldn't be wearing the same thing as they saw me in. A hipster would be like, I'm going to do that purposefully.
Whereas you're wearing something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do? So you're like, okay, I have to wear something different. What are you going to wear? What do you go for? How do you pick the clothes out?
So I'll look at the chinos.
Goodness.
So either chinos or jeans.
So look how basic.
I was in a work meeting the other day,
Yeah.
like we were doing training.
Yeah.
And we were talking about different kinds of pants. And this guy that hadn't spoken at all during the whole training
Yeah.
chimes in. He goes, he's like, excuse me, Kelly.
Yeah.
A chino's acceptable?
That's
What a great question.
That's actually kind of
Chino's
beautiful.
acceptable.
That's beautiful.
She's like, now
Chinos.
smart pants, no jeans or anything. Excuse me, Kelly.
See, that's like a huge normie. That's a normie move.
Yeah.
And by chinos, I don't mean the pants. It's like some weird slur I'm using for Chinese people because my girlfriend is actually Chinese. Excuse me, Kelly, are chinos acceptable? Because I want to bring my girlfriend. Anyway, so
Yeah.
you've gotten... Again, how normie did that sound? What, chinos or...
Chinos. I got 3 chinos. I got black,
What's on
green,
your
and
shirts?
brown. Just plain.
Of course they're plain. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't even... Yeah, plain. That's a word he would use. Okay, and so you've got 3 different shades of pants
Yeah. And I got jeans.
and jeans. Oh,
And then I wear a plain t-shirt.
What
Yeah.
kind of jeans?
yeah. What kind of jeans?
Just blue.
Wow.
From...
The ASOS. And then I got them tailored.
Oh gosh. See, look how normie that is. Okay, yeah.
And then if it's a hoodie, it's usually like a Nike or Adidas hoodie.
Of course, brands. In your face brands that everyone kind of knows and not ironic.
Not like my
Yeah, not
Adidas
like your
trackies
Adidas
or slides.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. And it's always
No.
white shoes always.
White shoes.
You like
that's
the white
normie.
shoes?
Yeah.
Which is scary because that's a bit of a crossover. Hipsters also like some white shoes. And they like to have them dirty.
Yeah, but mine aren't from
mine have to
Bali.
be clean. Yeah.
Yours have to be clean.
Yeah.
Hipsters have to be dirty.
No,
You would
mine
never-
have to be clean, bro.
They don't have to
They
be
just
clean.
get dirty because they can't buy
because
more.
they just get dirty because I rub them in dirt when I buy them, so people don't think I just bought them and I'm not supporting the machine.
I would do that.
I love the machine.
You don't like the machine.
I love the machine.
No, you want to rage against the machine.
You're getting confused with hippies, bro. Hippies
Because-
don't like the machine.
Well,
They're like,
hipsters
oh
also don't
yeah,
like the machine."
no, I don't want to do blah 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 blah. And it's like everyone has to, and it's fine. The people at the top aren't evil. They're just better at doing what they do. I love the machine.
Good. You've got a whole bunch of things that you do aren't hipstery, but your fundamentals are hipstery.
Which is a white alternative.
Yes.
A white.
Which is literally that hat that you wore when I came to see you.
yeah,
You're out of the porch.
yeah, that hat is enough.
That hat was
on the
probably
floor
the
now.
most hipstery thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
You know how that happened? We were
Yeah.
sitting out the front
Yes.
and I wanted a hat.
Yeah.
So I walked in here and
And
there
you were
were
like,
two
what's
hats.
the most alternative hipster thing I could possibly wear?
I pulled out two hats and I chose the more alternative of the two.
Yeah.
But I did I did used to wear that hat when I had long hair.
Yeah.
Looked cool.
Yeah, of course.
That hat will never look cool.
That hat is the most hipstery thing. Would you ever wear that hat?
No.
No, of course not. You'd probably
Never.
barely even wear hats.
I got one hat.
Yeah.
It's like a LA Lakers hat.
Except it's red. It says make America great again.
Basketball. Normies are into sports. Riv kind of knows what's going on in basketball.
Yeah, I don't
Do you know what's going on in... Of course. Hipsters can't follow sports.
No.
Apart from maybe some like Uruguay ice hockey team. Do you know what I mean? To be
Do you watch the
alternative.
Olympics?
Yes.
I like fighting.
Yeah, it's
Do you watch
hipstery.
UFC?
A little bit. I don't keep up with it.
That's
But
a
I'll
pretty
watch it.
hipstery thing. Normies like the Olympics. They have it on. They get kind of the app. They download the app. Because I'm a normie. I've got so many normie things about me as well. I'm a bit of a mix. I go from normie to hipster a lot. I have a lot of crossover.
You're neither.
I know. I think I'm kind of... I don't even really know what I am. But I know I'm not a hipster.
No, you're not.
Because I'm not a hipster. If I'm in a hipster crowd, it's like, what is this normie doing here? If I'm in
You're not a normie. You're an autistic
I'm not even
guy.
a normie. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm lashing
No,
out.
it's actually not even. It's true. I'm literally just an autistic guy.
That's what I am.
Yeah. I don't know. You're a hipster. You're trying to be on the autistic guy wavelength like me.
Yeah. If you had money, you'd be a full hipster.
Yeah.
If
No,
you,
hipster-
if
It
you,
probably-
could,
it
if you
probably-
could afford any type of clothing, whatever you want, you'd be the ultimate hipster.
Yeah,
You'd
because
be
what'll
driving those,
happen
like,
is those little
Suzuki-
things go further. Those little kind of everyday things that you do kind of get exacerbated with money.
Right.
You'd probably still be wearing that hat if you won the lottery. And that's when I know you'll be a hipster.
Yeah. And if you got the money, you'd get one in red. For sure.
If I had money, what would I be doing?
You talked about, again, me and Riv...
I would buy similar clothes.
Yeah, me and Riv would
sure.
go over the top. We'd start acting obnoxious. We'd
Yeah.
probably both get what, fragrances and stuff
Yeah.
like that. We'd probably get really expensive, nice shirts.
Oh, yeah.
You
I'd
know
get,
what?
like-
I don't have any kind of path for that. There's no one in my life that I've seen do
Do that.
anything like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
like my parents are kind of like
Hipsters.
hippies.
Yes.
Not hipsters at all. Like,
There's a huge crossover.
Did your parents beat you?
no.
Hipster.
Yeah, that's a huge...
Only in a competition of who
Me and
was
Riv-
more
me and Riv
abusive to
were-
their children.
We were parents from third world countries. Do you know what I mean? Classic.
So
Classic.
what? So
But you get beaten.
you didn't get beaten.
Yeah.
Did you get beaten?
100%.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Third world parents.
That's the
literally
problem. I
way
look
they
at shit and I'm like, maybe that's cool.
act. Your parents...
You're like, you know what? That'll do.
But yeah, hipster parents would probably like celebrate bad behavior and give them a hat. you know what I mean?
No, they weren't hipsters. They were very nice and everything like that,
Yeah.
but just like very lower middle class. I didn't know anyone that was like well off.
Mm.
There was no aspiration. I don't know what I'd do if I had a bunch of money.
Oh, no aspiration. Yeah, because I think usually like an immigrant mindset is to have big aspirations, and kind
Is
of
it?
the whole idea of there's an element of tackiness.
Or is it just to get by? Or is it
No,
is it the
no,
tackiness?
It's a tackiness because if they got money, they'd buy like a big mansion. And
My
then
my dad's thing was just like,
they'd probably live in the exact same house. I know. If you
Yeah.
won the lottery, you'd
Yeah.
probably live in somewhere like this.
if I won the lottery?
Yeah.
No, if I won the lottery, I'd be...
Me and Riv would be living in like penthouses.
Yeah. I'll be in the White House.
Really straight.
You would?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had money, that's
We'll be in
literally...
penthouses. We'll literally be in like penthouses with leather lounges. Do you know what I mean?
Like tiger rugs.
and Russian wives.
Yeah.
Do you actually think Riv's gonna have a Chinese girlfriend if he's rich? No, he's getting a Russian or Brazilian.
Yeah, I'll go Brazil.
Yeah. You're gonna
What about
stay-
you? What about if you were rich?
Oh,
What-
I'm gonna have a Russian wife. She's gonna hate me. and
You're
she's
not both
have,
going to go Russian if you're rich.
Pardon?
You're not both picking Russian.
We're
if you're
both picking
rich.
Russian.
We'll find twins.
Yeah. And we'll pass them around. Like, we'll mix it up a little bit.
And pretend that you didn't know.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, Svetlana is actually Rivs. And I've got Ingrid. I've got Ingrid tonight.
Olga.
Yeah, Olga. Olga and Svetlana. Do you know what I mean? We both hang out. We have we go to kind of like a nice tacky restaurant. And then our wives who hate us would probably even hate each other.
And we do coke all the time.
Yes.
I was going to say that if I had like so much money that I couldn't
Yeah.
even deal with, I'd die.
Really?
I would literally...
Of hipsterdom.
It's just drown in band shirts.
But I need that next one. I'm like, have you even heard that band? I'm like, it doesn't matter.
I've got it on vinyl.
Yeah, but if you listen to
it.
You
Doesn't
don't have a
matter.
vinyl player.
Doesn't matter. It's the idea. It's so much better sounding. You wouldn't even know you don't have one.
You don't even have the actual record in there. It's just the case. Doesn't matter. There's a spot for it on the wall.
Anyway, yeah, we've probably gone nicely over.
Yeah, we could just do a separate podcast just for
We could.
hipsters.
We actually could. Yeah.
You
going
could
down
split these in two.
We could actually.
Well, that's what I was
split
going
this
to say.
into-
We
might
were going to
actually split
record
this in
two,
two.
so...
We can just keep going. We can just keep going, but
All right.
sometimes acknowledging it actually slows down the momentum.
It's
But no, we're
crazy.
straight back up. We're like a train. We're like a train.
Yeah, that's very interesting. If I had so much money, I'd really have to put a lot of work in to make myself not just die. You'd have to find a whole new meaning in life, I think.
Yeah, gotta
If you
become like
had
Bill
too much
Gates.
money, I always think you want to do the right thing. You want to do the thing that you say you were going to do.
It's just past
Oh, yeah,
the
the-
kitchen down there.
Yeah, you see how many hipstery things you can point out along the way. Yeah, what about that Riv guy? Gosh, what's the deal with him?
Such a...
You kidding me? Is he such a... Do you want to get his phone, look at his girlfriend? Do you want to beat off to some of her photos? If we were funny...
What about that as a prank? Your friend leaves the room and you snap his phone in half.
Or what we do, just like literally have semen all over his phone and a photo of his girlfriend up. And it'll be like, dude, it was hilarious. And he's like, did you guys literally come to completion in 1 minute? That's it.
Wouldn't it be funny
it
if
would
you
be the
came back and we're both
funniest thing.
masturbating?
But imagine, like literally we ejaculate on his phone with a photo of his girlfriend up. He goes to pick it up and he's like, oh, whoa, what, why have you got that up? And was
You
it
couldn't be
semen all over?
mad, could you?
Because it's funny.
Yeah.
It's actually really funny. It's those classic, again, I don't like bringing up on the podcast, but on Legion of Skanks, Lewis doing the dick and the popcorn thing
Yes.
is maybe the funniest thing of all time. That may be the funniest thing anyone could ever do any time ever.
Yeah.
If I did that to you, it's just the funniest
There's
thing.
no way you could. Though. I can't. That's probably why it's so funny. You can't imagine that happening.
It's just because it's the whole idea of doing the impossible.
What if you're on a date with a girl and you
Yeah.
put your hand in the popcorn and there's a penis? And you're like, oh, I lucked out.
Oh, I liked it. Yeah, I'd be like, okay, this website must actually work. I thought she may have been an actual woman at first, but
Riv's doing a poo.
But anyway, going back into that idea of money, I do like that classic concept of winning the lottery and the stuff you do. My whole thing is I want to make sure I stay true to all the things I thought I would do. Because what happens is you win the lottery, you do some mental stuff, and then like 5 years pass, and you kind of start thinking back, and you'll be like, I didn't do any of the things I wanted to, or any of the things I said that I would do when I had these brainstorming sessions. It's always something random. Always something that kind of gets you by surprise.
Yeah, true.
That's the thing. So how do you think you would actually go? You wake up
Oh.
tomorrow and it's
You
like,
just-
oh yeah.
I think you just lived life as normal, but you'd walk into that store and think instead of thinking, "Oh, that band shirt's cool," you'd buy that band shirt.
Oh, by the way, the hipster thing's your toilet's on an angle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you've actually got notes here on the hipster things. Okay. Let's hit the hopes. Yeah, the hipster things. You had a guitar laying out.
All the lights were off.
Hipster.
I don't think there was any light switches.
It's because my roommates aren't here.
Yeah, still.
It's just us in this room, and you're sitting next to the light switch
I know.
and still haven't turned it on.
We're literally in darkness.
Hey, can you turn that off, please? I don't actually like them on at night time.
It's too much electricity.
I can actually see both of your faces now. This is a bit confronting.
Yeah, it is. Isn't
Goodness
it?
gracious.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, hey guys. How long have we been here for? But yeah, what were we talking about? Yeah, we were talking about the dick and the popcorn thing.
Have you ever had sex?
No.
Ever had ever had sex and you don't like have a shower or something, and you
Yeah.
kind of smell fine the next day?
Yeah.
Your penis kind of has like a vagina mask.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
like-
disgusting. It's
like
the most
sticky.
terrifying
It's
smell on
disgusting.
earth.
Yeah,
I think
gross.
it's good. I think it
Ugh.
smells
Yeah,
good.
you're a hipster.
It smells like pussy.
Yeah, and that's why I
Sorry,
hate
I'm old fashioned. I like the smell of pussy.
it. That's why I hate it.
No.
That's why I hate it.
You need to have
Hey.
a shower.
Why would another man's asshole smell like pussy?
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. What we talk about? Oh yeah, the popcorn thing. Have you ever done anything kind of like almost out of a TV show? What's the most out of a TV show thing you've ever done?
I
put-
guess the arm, like a
Jack-
yawn, and
Oh,
then
you
the arm
did the
around.
yawn.
Oh,
I've always thought about
yeah,
doing
I've
the
done
yawn
that.
arm thing.
I've
Oh,
done
I
that.
think I did that as well. Everyone does that on their first date.
What about doing that to like your dad's girlfriend or something like that?
I thought you
How
were going to say
good
your
would that
dad.
be? I saw this in a movie.
Daddy. Dads always have a funny thing to say to that.
At my friend's house, I jacked off into a tissue and then
Yeah.
put the tissue on his pillow.
Oh, okay, that's an
Ew.
out of a movie.
Like, very obviously.
Why did you do that?
I don't know, I thought it'd be funny, and it was.
I'd have thought it'd be hilarious, and it actually was the most hilarious thing ever.
Yeah.
I guess out of a movie thing I've done.
Did you ever have friends' sisters growing up, and you were like,
Oh,
I love them?
it's beyond
Yeah, I
love.
know.
It's the most
What?
lustful you would ever feel in your entire life.
And it's so funny.
The things you would do. That's kind of what you're thinking when you're like 10 years old. It's like the things I would do to this 18-year-old, 17-year-old woman.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to have sex with all the teachers in my school.
Oh.
All of them.
Like,
Except the ones that
And I,
were
went
women.
and I went to an all-boys school. And an all-teacher
army
male
school.
teacher school.
that was like the female teacher. It was like a biggest fantasy.
Oh, yeah. Did anything close happen?
No.
Do you think any kind of gave you a hint or anything?
There was one in high school. She was
Okay.
really like nice. Like
Yeah. So she wanted it. She was asking for it.
yeah, like I'd come up and then she'd just pick me out. Like she wouldn't talk to anyone else. She'd be like, "Oh, such a nice haircut."
Wow.
Whoa.
I was like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah. How about you see my other haircut I did? How about this haircut?
Because she knew all the other boys were too alpha, they'd probably try and make a move.
She just wanted a bit of a
I like-
tease.
Yeah, I like Riv because he's passive and he doesn't actually go for anything.
Were you at a boys' school?
For the first 2 years, yeah.
7 and 8.
Yeah.
How'd you go in high school in terms of the cheekers?
The what?
The birds?
Not well.
Not
Yeah,
well.
I didn't really do anything in school.
That's what you're making up for it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after school, it just went crazy.
I'm gonna make up for it like crazy when I get money. I'll become a maniac. I think I'm one of those guys.
You get girls now, though, right?
Eh, not really.
You don't try.
No, I don't try.
A lot of black guys are like that.
Really?
Like I've met a few black
They don't
guys.
try.
Like they could
In
easily
the
get girls, but they're just like, nah, I don't want to.
Come on, I
What were you
need
gonna
something
say?
for that. Otherwise, it's just racist.
I didn't even hear what you said.
Oh, they don't try. I don't know, when they're looking for a job.
That's good. That's a very. They don't try.
They don't
that's
eat.
actually that's as funny as it could possibly get. That's really good.
So you don't try for chicks.
No.
But that's your whole thing.
Yeah, maybe it is my whole thing because I would never want to come across as desperate or try hard. I'm kind of goes against my whole.
Or a sex pest.
Yeah.
Like Riv.
Like Riv. Riv's a huge sex pest.
I was a huge
I can
sex
imagine
pest.
that. Were you?
It's all I wanted to do.
Really?
Yeah. When I was
Yeah.
like on Tinder and everything, like that's all my whole goal
You
was in
kidding?
life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
There's nothing else I wanted to do.
You're that
That's
dude.
normal. That's
Not
normal.
really.
And that's a pretty good way for a young man to live. As long
To
as
be a
you're
sex
respectful.
pest.
Yeah, as long as you're respectful.
You're a bit disrespectful sometimes, weren't you?
Oh, a bit awkward, but not disrespectful.
Oh, okay.
Like I remember once I was on a date with a girl, and this one I used to DJ, and I picked her up, and then
When you what?
used to DJ.
Real? I didn't even know you used
I used
to
to do like
DJ.
weddings and like
Oh, really?
Christmas parties,
Gosh.
and
yeah.
then went aqua golf, and then we're sitting in the car, and then we're just like wrapping it up, like.
And what's
about
that
to say-
something about you're actually doing golf, but she's wet? We're like 2 hours into this. They're gonna go downhill. I gotta swing every now and then.
Sister,
Penis.
open the
But yeah,
door.
so aqua golf.
And yeah, we're just sitting in my car,
And
we're
then
just
you
wrapping
came.
things up. We were just about to say bye.
Yeah.
And then she
She's like,
joined.
I was
"Oh,
like,
good
wait,
to
I
meet
thought you were
Bella."
here.
And I just-
Ooh, are you kidding? Dang. That's
lean-
pretty good.
But that was a
I
bad
lean
one.
in, and then she's like, "What are you doing?"
That's a very
Yeah,
So
embarrassing.
you
Super
hadn't
awkward.
done anything though.
How
You
about-
made
how
the
about you
move.
say,
What do you think I'm
Yeah, but it was happening.
We met on
It
a
was happening.
dating app. We
Well,
just went on
she
a
was
date,
going
and I'm
for
going.
it
You're
as
making
well.
out, or you penny? Because that's what I'm owed as a man.
No, I
I go to
leaned
high
in to
school,
like
I mean,
hook up with her.
movie,
Oh, and did you?
very similar to
yes,
that.
let's
No,
hear it.
she
So I was
pulled
at
back.
her house.
She wasn't into it.
A chick's
Right.
house.
Which I low key already kind
She
of
told
knew.
her
I was in
sister,
high
she's
school.
like, if he makes a move, open up the door.
And I leant
She was a
in.
friend.
Yeah.
We were, like, you know,
And
garage.
I kind of
So you do that
already
awkward
had.
thing.
I kind of already had the idea. It was like a not wanting to kind of,
Ruin the friendship.
or knew that I wasn't interested in her like that.
Dang,
I didn't.
so you
I
just
didn't
went
like
for it.
her. Yeah,
Dang, that's ice cold.
which is a pretty bad one.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah, sometimes
that
you just
is.
do it for no reason. Like with Marlon, I was like, oh, well, I'm like, I
It's
can
not
just
for
wait
n-
for a second date.
It's not for no reason.
Yeah, kind of, because you can just wait for the second date or the third date.
You can't.
And then
though.
Well,
I
you
was
talking
just
about dating, or you talking about a friend that you don't want to turn into a?
I guess with
Girlfriend.
that, it's almost like a date there, right?
Not really. They're just pals hanging out. I guess if
Yeah.
they're just friends. She's
No, it's
assuming
literally
it's
I
just a
just.
friendship.
Yeah, we weren't dating. I didn't date anyone growing up. You know what I mean?
You just
Yeah.
had friends that turned into. Oh, interesting. So that's normal for you then. That's probably
That's a
happened.
normal high school thing. You're not taking a girl out like that.
Ah, true. Me and Riv, that's a hipster thing as well. We used to take girls out on dates.
It would take
Right.
them to late night shopping.
Yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy. We'd be like, let's go to David Jones.
Yeah,
you
you
ever
want to
been
go?
to David Jones in your life?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, to protest.
I bought a Guess shirt.
That's pretty hipstery.
Yeah.
You would have done it with a sense of irony.
Yeah, you probably got it for your tablecloth.
Yeah.
It's funny making fun of Jackson being a hipster because it's getting a reaction.
It's funny
That's why
making fun
it's-
of Jackson. Full stop.
Because he gives reactions.
It's so
Yeah.
good and like.
Yeah, and you kind of.
I'm such a
appreciate
bad
it.
sport, and I know it. I really am. I get up there and I'm like, why are people offended that I'm saying
Racist
about-
joke.
racist? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the slightest thing happens, and I know it too.
Of course.
And then it happens, and I'm like,
I know you're like, why are they doing that?
my dad said it actually because I do this sales job now.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, it's like you've had this little twinge in you your whole life.
He's talking about your penis.
He's talking about his penis.
Heyo.
He's like your whole.
Bam, bam.
He's like your whole life. You've had this thing where you can watch joy drop out of you, straight away.
Who's Joy? What's his name?
Like I can be in a situation, I feel it not going my way, and it kind of just disappears from my face.
Yeah.
You can read it very easily.
Yes.
Not very good at hiding it at all.
I've noticed that a lot. You can really see when you've had enough. You can see when something's changed in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't hide it at all.
That's
I know I've got
very
that.
interesting.
It's even like when I went up at Sticks and Stones.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the
And they were not feeling it, and I was just like,
Oh, so
Yeah.
that shot. Yeah, and everyone probably notices in the crowd.
Yeah.
yeah, and I ended up
So,
pissed
yeah.
off at it because it's like, oh, what does that mean? And I'm like, you know what it means.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
You know what it means.
Everyone had that experience there.
I'm a racist. What do you want me to say?
Yeah.
But then Kareem got up there and rode on that shit, man. He did the opposite. He was like,
It's like I see that they're hating it, and I'm kind of getting off on that. It's like when I have sex with women.
That's great.
Everyone, I just made it a good rape joke. Can we acknowledge it? It's like I can see they're not liking it, and I get off on that. Just like when I have sex with women.
Ooh.
Is this thing on? Yeah. That was a funny joke. I don't know if it's being picked up.
This is good. This is monumental, actually. This is our first split episode.
This is our first split episode. It's kind of like
That's
Jackson's
good.
split personality from when he's with his girlfriend and when he isn't. And one, he's
Oh,
heterosexual, one, he's
Are you
homosexual.
split? Are you when you're with your girlfriend, when you're not?
I've been thinking about this a lot recently. No, I'm not. This is sending me, bro. This is fucking headspin territory.
What is it?
Just a different brand of vape.
Oh, yeah.
But so growing up,
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this a lot recently. Growing up, my parent, I was the baby of the family.
Yeah.
I was a hipster.
Because, no. You were the baby of the family. You hated gay people. You said they all had AIDS. This is a good hip-hop reference, if anyone's a hip-hop fan. Yeah, he was the baby of the family.
Yeah, that's a great reference.
Yeah.
No, yeah, so my parents, I was the baby. They loved me. My sisters were like,
He's also the baby of the podcast. He's still saying that gay people all have
baby.
AIDS.
they were like a little bit cheeky and kind of did all that. And I grew up, and I was like a nerd in primary school. Like, I loved school and everything like that. So I never really did anything wrong.
So you weren't
And
a
then-
hipster when you were young?
But no kids do nothing wrong. And when parents are older as well, they just let shit go.
Yeah.
So I guess I just never got in trouble in their eyes.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like I had a different personality at home. And then when I was with my friends, I was like...
Yeah, I'll be the same. Exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, my parents.
That's probably why you got that thing as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't... When I was in school, I didn't tell...
What is it? I don't even know what that is.
Like my parents don't even.
Symbols in there.
I didn't think I didn't think my parents know that I drink.
Now.
How
Yeah.
about I open that? You like symbols are in there. I open up, it's like swastikas. Yeah, symbols. Swastika symbols.
I'm like, I had that bit prepared. Yeah, that's a very interesting thing, and I think that really impacts my life now. Even negotiating, I think it's a control thing as well.
Yes.
Just controlling, like, even different friendship groups and stuff like that. I find it very hard to kind of mix. Comedy has been the most humbling thing in the world for me.
Oh, I think it is for everyone. It really kind of opens your eyes to... It almost makes you look in the world a different way. Because it's like, hey, I'm going to go do the most terrifying thing anyone could ever do.
But you realize you're a piece of shit.
Yeah. And everyone needs to...
Not
need to go
morally
through
or
that.
anything like that, but just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And the other thing is, I'm sure you guys both agree, but for the common person that doesn't do comedy or whatever, being funny is part of your personality. You can make your friends laugh and whatever, right?
Yeah.
So you're like, maybe I could give comedy a go. And you go and do it.
Yeah.
And if you bomb,
Which you will.
which you will,
Everyone will.
then you're like, I don't have...
Yeah, I'm not
Who
funny.
am I?
Yeah, who actually... I thought I was the funny guy.
Did you experience hate yourself? Or
I wasn't like, I'm not like a funny guy.
He's more like the cheating guy. That's kind of my Rivs personality.
Like I got friends, family who are like the funny guy. They'll have to make a joke at every single thing, like every minute.
Yeah.
If they went on stage, they would die.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, because they'll have that.
They'll
script
understand.
problem.
Yeah. With me, I'll just like I won't be every single. I'll come up with like one joke, like one night out.
Yeah.
So you weren't the class clown in your...
No.
You're the guy who's got the zinger of the night.
I'll have like the funny stories, like me just getting into some stupid stories.
Yeah.
And then that'll be like the funny part.
But there are other funny guys who are just on.
Yeah, they
bam,
just
bam,
wanna
bam,
make a
bam,
joke.
bam, hitting
Yeah.
it every single time.
That's me, and it's a complex too. There's a
funny
reason
person.
behind that.
Yeah.
For me, you know what I mean? Like growing up, it's like I got this friendship group and being insecure, and that's where my place is.
Oh, it's stemming from insecurity, that comedy angle. I think, yeah, a lot of being funny does stem from insecurity.
But when something works as well, you run with it.
Yeah, also sometimes it's just about having a great night out.
Yeah, I think
Sometimes having a funny night where everyone's being funny is sometimes like...
that's like
this is
half the
great.
reason for me to go. It's like just have a drink and just
Yeah,
like talk
laugh.
shit.
That's always kind of the big reason for funny. But I guess you can get into the awkward reasons where it's like, hey, this guy keeps on making jokes. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, we're kind of just chilling and he keeps on making this silly. Or he's just like the funny guy. He's just been on all night. Not everyone else is really necessarily on. But it's, being funny can come from a bunch of different places.
Yeah, I would hate to be that guy and then do comedy. That would be painful.
It's a tricky one because, again, you do know really funny people, and then they kind of present an idea of, oh yeah, if I was to go on stage, I'd make this joke or that. How about this for stage? And it's like, you're so much funnier than those jokes you're kind of telling me. It's like even like my brother, like he's probably one of the funniest people I know, and then he's kind of talked about the stuff he would do on stage, and I'm like, I just know that wouldn't work, and I know it would be awkward if it did bomb.
Yeah, or you talk to someone about doing stand-up, and you kind of present something, and they're like, oh yeah, I get it, because da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And it's like,
no, I know you're funnier than that.
Yeah.
And it's like, you kind of realize the whole idea of, if we did it, we went through our first jokes that we wrote. They're crazy.
Down the line. Yeah.
They're crazy, just in terms of like, this isn't funny at all. There's no comedy here. They was just saying something about just Chinese people. There's just no comedy.
Yeah, my first few jokes, I kind of... It's about
Mine's
like
still
airlines.
First joke is like something about like Riv not cheating.
Isn't that funny, guys? Because he obviously does. Did you see him out with that
Riv was
Lebanese
being
girl?
loyal last night.
There's like from doing, I guess you never got your sense of validation from people being like, oh wow, that was sick or something like that. And it's a slippery slope. It's a dangerous thing. It's like, I want power by being funny or talented or something like that. It's probably the best place to be, is to not have that desire and then to be a performer.
That's true, because then you're even more powerful.
You have the leverage.
Yes. And I think you probably even
You don't
have
need it.
Some of these guys, like the Jim Gaffigan's and stuff like that, the more normie comedians, you can almost see their power compared to like the Dave Attell's and stuff like that, where you kind of like see them kill and then they probably go off and like want to kill themselves.
Yeah.
Like the Jim Gaffigans are kind of like, they murder and they probably go home and like have a great night with their kids and like have a conversation with their best friend.
Yeah.
And they're just killing it.
Personalities.
Yeah. What do you think? Going to your first jokes, what were they kind of like?
I was trying to make like a story, and in my head I was like, oh, that's a funny story.
Yeah.
But it was a funny story to like, it's a story that's not normal. That's all it really was.
Oh, okay. What was it? Let's hear the bit. Let's see if we can transform it into something. Or Sausage Boy, you're fired.
I was like,
See where we'd go if we were writing this story.
Past a homeless guy.
And you said, hey, dude, how about you just buy a home? Dude, it's not that hard.
And I offered him $2, and then he gave it back to me, and he goes, oh, you look like you need it more than me. That was it.
Oh, right. Gosh. Something about look like I tried to give a homeless guy $2, and then he said, no, dude, you shouldn't cheat on your wife. Don't try to pay me. I mean, your girlfriend. Don't try to pay me off. I'm going to tell her. She's a good girl. She deserves to know. I saw you with that girl last night, and that was not your girlfriend.
I gave him $2 and he said, it's actually double that for a hand job. And I said, oh, look, and you had already given him another $2.
You gave him $2, and then you started unzipping your pants, and he said, please, sir, don't. I don't want to do this. And he said, hey, I thought you needed the money. If you didn't need the money, you wouldn't be on the street. So $2 is $2.
What about
Nothing
the guys
comes for
that
free.
come across and do your windows?
Yes.
I had that the other day, and I said, I'm good, man. He goes, I'll do a free one for you.
Oh, that's horrible.
And then I
did
did
he
it.
actually?
Yeah, and I looked at Amy like...
You said yes? You didn't say yes, did you?
I said no.
Good.
And he did it anyway.
Are you kidding?
And I looked at Amy
You were raped.
And then I looked back, and the guy had watched me look at Amy like that.
Did you have like 20 cents or something?
And he's
I
like,
didn't give
dude,
him
why are you doing
nothing.
the exhibit thing?
I didn't give him nothing.
What did he do? Did he give you kind of a look?
He just looked up, and he just got like a guy just looking at you like.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
I'd never want that. Like, just stay away from the car.
It's
I
real
know.
tricky.
I don't want some guy touching my car.
You've got a really expensive car.
No, but it's also like, just don't clean it. Like, you're probably
Yeah, of
gonna fuck it
course.
up.
Yeah, and he's probably got like
He did a great job.
really
Yeah, it was very clean.
such a hipster move. You just like take that and drive off.
Well,
My car's washed for the week.
I know this. I don't have to take it. I don't have to drive around the city for hours to find a homeless guy in a week to do it.
Wash the car.
That's the biggest.
That's a range job.
That's the biggest hipster move in the world, to drive around waiting for red lights so a homeless guy can wash your car and you can pay him 75 cents. Because that's the only way you're going to get it done, because you would reject the idea of going to a car wash.
It's the funniest thing, just being like, no, I don't want that.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Now you know how the women feel. Now you know how your victims feel when
I
it comes
don't.
to sex.
I don't.
You don't.
I block it out.
Let's just say you taking advantage of them is like you having your windscreen washed. Why do they call it a windscreen anyway?
Stops the wind.
I guess. It just seems so silly. It does a lot more than the wind.
Does the rain.
Like I don't even know. I guess there's a better word for it. It seems silly.
Yeah.
A windscreen.
What do they call it? A window.
That's true. What is it, like an average window? I mean, an average wind. Well, let's just do more word things here. Why do they call it a window? I'm not winning anything.
why do they call it a band shirt?
A band. What's that, like a?
Why do they call it a? Why do they call it a?
Why do they call it a band shirt? What are they?
Why do
I
they
didn't
call
know.
it a
Why is it
long-
illegal in the first place?
Why do they call it a long black?
What's it? The opposite of my penis? What about like just some like Wall Street guys like, hey, how about a long black for this short white here, toots?
Did any of you have like someone show, like either you show your friends or your friends show you your
penises?
pubes in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why was that so common?
Why was that such a thing?
'Cause we
Especially
just
dudes
got
with
'em.
pubes.
Just the mound.
yeah, you got him. It's like, hey, look at this.
Yeah, look what I got.
Dude, look what I got going on over here.
That's why I show all my friends my erectile dysfunction. Because I've got it. What about, yeah. A new
That's why
segment
I
on the
show my
Saucy
friends
Boys.
my wife who hates me.
New segment on the Saucy Boys. Just
Yeah.
came up with it.
Okay.
Pube.
Okay, we're going to show our pubes.
No, we don't have
Or
to show 'em.
state. We talk about a state of a pubes. I like that.
State of
the
pubes.
address.
State of the pubes.
State of the pube
Alright,
address.
welcome to another edition
Okay.
of State of the Pubes with the Sausage Boys.
Yeah.
Mine are unshaved at the moment. It's been a while.
Oh,
Unshaved.
how thick are we talking?
Actually, sorry, I just shaved them 2 days ago. Yeah, so I'm clean
I
now.
don't believe you. How can you not
Are
know
you
what they're
honest?
like?
Because I didn't do it for like 3 weeks. So I was like,
Well, so you're a 3-weeker. You're pretty on point, are you?
yeah.
Really? So
And when you go down to a zero?
Again, everyone. Riv is a player. He's shaving his pubes like once every. Hey, look at his back. I was gonna. Anyway, speaking of shaving pubes, do you want them to join in on the state of the?
I could probably tell you.
Okay, both. How are we going on both?
You know what state of the pubes? State of the pubeion?
State of the pubeion address.
How can we do it? Yeah, I think from now on it should be you and I both guess, and then whoever is the closest is the winner.
Oh dang, that would have been good.
We'll do that next time.
Poob
We'll
or
do
no
that.
poob.
Yeah, poob
Poob
or no
or no
poob.
poob.
The pube is right.
The pube is right.
The pube
Who
is
wants to-
right.
How about who wants to be a millionaire
Puberty?
pubes? That's a good one.
What about deal or no deal pube?
How about The Simpsons? But it's not The Simpsons. It's checking his has pubes or not.
Master pube.
So,
So
we're
every,
gonna call this segment
every 3
Seinfeld.
weeks. And are we talking with a razor?
No.
Or like
Yeah, let's hear.
Clippers.
Clippers smart. I
Clippers.
use clippers as
Yeah.
well. It's good because you don't get any of the shaving things.
Do you use the same clippers for your face?
Yeah.
Do you think
I heard people have separate clippers. I don't know if that's weird.
That's a bit over the top. It's like, what are you worried about? Do you know what I mean? It's you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to talk about before. Ages before. We've been recording for so long.
Yeah.
But hopping out of the shower after washing your butt, you dry yourself with a towel.
I thought you didn't wash your butt.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's talking about it in a fantasy.
I do with water.
A fantasy
I don't
world
get
where
soap.
he has sex with not men and he has sex with women and he wipes his butt.
I don't get soap up in there.
You don't get soap. I get soap right up in
Yeah,
there.
I get in there.
Do you use your hand?
Yeah.
I use my hand.
What
yeah.
else would you use?
I know people use a
Dildo?
washcloth.
Oh.
Do you know what I find? I find disgusting to use a cloth for your butt.
Pause.
Yeah, I find it disgusting to use a cloth for your butt, right, to wipe in the shower.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, and then you just leave it there.
Yeah.
And it's like an
like
arse
give you
cloth.
separate towels for the
Yeah,
separate-
it's
So
like
that's
they
what I
just
was going to
leave
say.
it.
You
It's
get
already
out.
clean. Like, why do you need a separate towel?
You get out of the shower. You dry your body with a towel.
Yeah.
What do you dry your butt with?
Towel.
Same towel.
Same towel.
Mm.
Tomorrow you dry your face with that.
Yeah, but it's
No,
clean.
you don't.
though.
You don't dry your face with it.
Yeah, but you came out of the shower. It's clean.
We've got a division here.
Yeah, what I do.
We've got a division here. Riv is learning that he's kind of gross.
I know what.
But
Actually,
you just cleaned literally the shit out of it.
No, that's disgusting.
You've soaped it.
It's
So
disgusting.
how's your butt separate to your calves?
I'll
You
tell
don't
you.
shit out your calves. You don't take dick in your
Yeah.
calves.
Yeah, but I'm not wiping the crack area.
Oh, you're not.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So I'm not wiping my crack.
Some
with
people
a
are
towel.
wiping the crack.
Oh yeah, no, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Even when it comes to the butt, you're patting dry.
So you just
kind of want to
leaving it
air
dry.
most of it.
I just go like that.
Yeah, you do. You
Do the Bart
Simpsons
Simpson.
thing. Yeah.
Clean as a whistle, Homer. Yeah.
What I do. This is a life hack for everyone. What are we talking about? Me and Mike doing comedy? Anyway, what you do, I use tissues for my face. Dry my face with tissues. Clean, they're fresh. Do you know what I mean? You take tissues out, they're fresh.
And then arsehole
Pat
with
your
the
face,
towel.
and then everything else with a towel.
I don't get it.
Everything. 'cause you-
I would rather
You're-
do arsehole with tissues, rest of my thing with a towel.
No, because what even like your legs, I wash my legs a little bit, But what
With soap?
happens is,
No, bro, there's nothing wrong with that, bro.
yeah, I don't go crazy.
There's nothing wrong with it.
What I do every 3 days, I do a full wash where I kind of try to exfoliate my legs.
Yeah.
I bath. I bathe. Oh, go on. We
You
can get into
bathe?
bathing later.
You
We're
bathe?
going to bathing.
We're getting to bathing
Ugh.
later.
Get to
It's like
bathing.
a-
I've started bathing more for relaxation
That's like a-
purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for cleaning purposes.
No, there's no cleaning purposes in
It's
a
like
in a bath.
a body soup.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I have a shower in the morning,
Are you actually gonna have you shower after a bath though? And this is a white person thing. That's disgusting.
You've just been in your filth.
Yeah. You've literally just been in your filthy to have a shower. A bath is like being in
no.
a spa.
no, it's a misconception. Because there's no retention of sweat and shit in your pores. The water will remove that. As you get out, you're fine. The water is what's going to stick to you. It's going to evaporate.
Yeah, that's just not true. I like that idea. That's not true at all.
Baths are very
That's
clean.
not how it works.
It's very clean to bath.
They're not. Who told you this, Dr. White Person?
Dr.
Yeah.
Dr.
And,
Nobi.
you know what?
Guys. This is Dr. White Person speaking of half of all white people. Baths are actually great. You don't need to wash your legs either.
Is
They
that
wash themselves
African
naturally.
Dr. Nobu? Dr. Nobi?
Dr. Nobi.
What would he
the-
sound like?
Hello, my name is Dr. Nobi.
My name is Dr. Obi.
My name is Dr. Nobi. And that's just what the women say when I have sex with them. They're like, no. And then I go,
Yeah, but back to it. If you're coming out of the shower, you're clean.
I'm normally
as you
coming into the
possibly-
shower.
You're as clean as you could be. So
You're
why can't
not,
you-
though.
Why? You just use soap and all this
Yeah,
stuff?
this is another one. How many body washes do you use? How
I got-
many layers?
Layers.
Yeah.
I got like my face wash, and then I
Face
got
wash.
like this African butter soap for everything else.
How would the butter
How would
soap
that
sound?
African butter soap? What is it? So what is it? Does it? No, I don't even know. I've lost stereotypes. I've forgotten. Doesn't have a job. It likes white women. Uses you and white women or something like that.
So you use two,
Yeah.
body and face.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
And
use.
You use once. You just kind of wash on your arms once.
Just once. Yeah.
Do you know what I do?
Yeah.
I get in there. I use kind of like a more of a stronger, like a Dove or something like that, like a clean one.
But it's not good for your skin though.
What I do my downstairs, and then I do my upstairs. And then I get one that's a little bit more conditioner based. Downstairs, upstairs.
I want
That's
to hear
a
about
lot.
the basement.
And the basement. What goes on in the basement? And do you know what I do sometimes because I'm washing like the butt? I get all up in there, and then I'll use a little bit just to wash my hands.
Yeah.
Afterwards, just to make sure I haven't got any of that going other places. Because I'm using probably 2 rounds. And then sometimes if I've missed a shower, I might use a third. I might get kind of like a really nice smelling body wash one.
And you're doing your whole thing.
The whole thing.
Legs,
lower,
arms.
upper, and then I go lower, upper, and then I do face.
I think
See, that's me at the
excessive.
gym as well.
Okay.
I never do leg day.
Oh, right. Okay, but you're just doing upper.
I'm just upper body, yeah.
Yeah, because again, I like to separate them. I like to because again, I got pretty long legs and everything like that.
I literally just wash under my arms.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's
That's
crazy.
Because soap's actually bad for you. Like, you're just meant to have water only.
How often do you
That's
wash
like the
wash
healthy
your
way
hair,
to do it.
gentlemen?
I wash my hair on Wednesdays and
Once.
Saturdays.
I go once a week.
No,
I sometimes go once a week.
Yeah, I'll do once a week. It just gets a bit oily or so.
I
Yeah,
know.
same.
I
When I
do
start
one.
getting some dandruff and stuff, I go once a week. I mean, twice a week. I wish I could do once a week. My hair gets way too oily. How do you go?
Just whenever I need to.
Really?
Probably ends up like once every 10 days, once a week.
Are you
yeah.
kidding?
It's the same thing with
Wow.
hair. You're not meant to put anything
Yeah,
in
you're
it.
not
You're meant
with
to
the
let
hair.
it like just be water. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think with the soap, right, it's getting rid of all the moisture out of your skin.
Yeah, it's
But
bad
if you
for you.
moisturize afterwards and use a nice moisturizer,
Yeah, but
like
that's not your natural moisture. Like, you got your bacterial body like the good bacteria in your body,
right.
and you're meant to like keep that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I know if I was just to use
Because
one.
I've researched this a lot.
Really?
Because I got a skin condition, so I got to like.
true.
so I gotta be
true.
careful.
Interesting.
Don't you feel great after you've done like a run or something like that and your body's kind of drenched with sweat? When you wash that off
Yeah.
just with water?
In no
I mean, I
soap.
know you don't do that, but like how... That's the most fresh I think I can feel.
Without anything else.
Without any soap.
Not necessarily. I'll do under the arms just for perspiration. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's like an actual need to do that. It's not like my arms smell. Under my arms will smell like sweat.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
I smell. I think I smell.
Well,
That's
you
why
might not,
I
man.
have to.
Should we all
wash
smell
it
each
off.
other?
You don't have a smell.
You do normally smell good though.
I sweat like crazy.
Yeah, same.
I sweat like a madman.
Yeah.
And if I've had a big day,
Well, you're a big boy too.
yeah, I know. I'm heavy, and I've got like a high percent body fat.
If I do running or when I used to do kickboxing, it'd just be like water dripping down like everywhere.
Oh,
It
That's-
looked like
that's
someone just put
me.
a bucket on me.
that's me if I'm just in a rush doing the day.
Okay.
If I'm just like running up and down, kind of in my lift, putting stuff in my car, I'll get into the car and it'll look like I've just done a full gym session. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Sometimes if I'm just going for a long walk, I remember like if I used to go to your place to do the podcast and we'd walk to kind of go get lunch, I'd be sweating,
Right.
absolutely sweating. It takes so long to kind of cool down.
Yeah.
But I know, yeah, I think when it comes to washing, I'd feel weird just using.
I think
not much.
one towel's enough.
Oh yeah, but
Honestly.
yeah, down to the towels, and then in terms of like changing the towel, I'd probably use, what's it called? Tissues for my face,
Yeah.
and then towel. I'd probably change the towel maybe after every 3 washes or something like that.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
I've also started washing at the gym. I mean, showering at the gym at night.
I'm pretty unhygienic.
Yeah, you sound like it's a hipster thing. In all honesty, I know you don't want to. My brother does
But
it.
it's
My
like-
brother
Like Brad
doesn't
Pitt,
wash.
Brad Pitt showers like once every 9 days or something.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
He's
What?
Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
He's
That's
probably like, a woman
disgusting.
isn't going to not have sex with me. Are you kidding? Where'd you hear about that?
It was like a news story back in the day.
He showers once every 9 days.
Yeah.
Women will love that. I know that. He's probably getting
Apparently
a
that's
kick
the
out of it.
healthy way to do it because your body's like
That's
producing the right bacteria, whereas if you soap
Yeah.
and everything, you're getting rid of all the good stuff.
That's probably why you're Japanese. You're getting rid of all your hormones.
I know I might be.
Your pheromones, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's like, think about it, like naturally, like we're animals.
Yeah,
Like
of
we're just meant
course.
to have a cold shower and that's it.
I do think we're adapting though a little bit. I feel good if I miss, because I shower like morning and night. If I miss like a morning shower, if I just wash under my arms, I feel terrible throughout the day.
How good's the cold shower thing?
I can't stand them.
I love it. I don't do
do
it
a cold
much.
shower.
I used to do it like every day,
Yeah.
but then I just stopped. But it's so nice.
It's so good for waking up in the morning as well, and you're just like,
At night, it's the best. You get the best sleep. It's just
Really?
amazing.
really?
Yeah.
I've never tried that.
Like if you get out of the cold shower, you just feel like you had a workout.
Really?
Yeah, you get
It is
out.
a workout with all the breathing and stuff you
Yeah.
have to do.
Like when
I
I-
just don't think I can handle it.
what are we
it's
doing?
beautiful.
3 episodes?
Yeah, what are
we
doing, 3?
should wrap it.
How are we going time-wise? Is that a pure
It's like
curiosity?
3 hours.
2:15.
Damn.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Dang!
We're going Joe Rogan on
Dang,
this.
we are. We've rogued it up nicely.
I feel bad for Vishy so badly.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk
Let's
about it.
let's talk about that on podcast.
No, he just wanted to come on when Huey was on,
Oh yeah, that's true.
and
Then Jackson said no.
well, now you've come on
Yeah.
and you've just recorded 2 episodes in a row, which was the one reason we didn't want Vishy on. But yeah, I mean,
Jackson's got his own personal grievances.
I understand if you
Oh,
hate
yeah.
Vishal.
Yeah, if you hate him,
Vishnu.
if you hate Vishnu, that's what Jackson actually calls him.
No, I do love Vishal. He,
Vishnu, whatever his
no,
name
yeah.
is.
Well, you're going away for a couple weeks.
Yeah, they
So
called
we're
me.
going
Again, my DNA's on her, so there's not really much I can do. So I will be going away for a while.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for coming on, man.
All right.
The only reason that it's because I thought I'd gotten away with it because they had a hard time figuring out who it was because whoever did that act had showered so much that they didn't have any of their own DNA or.
You're trying to
pheromones
wash
left.
away the sins of the past.
Anyway, we're bringing a wrap to this. Anything we want to... I'm getting a bit of that... what do they call that when you leave prison and you feel like you want... I'm getting institutionalized.
Institutionalized.
Yeah, I don't want to go
Yeah, I
back
don't
to
know
the
what we're gonna
real
do
I want to go
outside.
back to the real world. I want to stay here in this fun little conversation. That...
Yeah, I could probably stay for 6 hours
I
now.
Yeah.
What about that? There's like a movie about
In
these...
for a penny, in for a pound. All right, fellas.
Like 3 guys who podcasted for 3 years because they were... too scared to go to reality where they hated their jobs. One's an alcoholic.
They're part of
One
the
doesn't
no work.
shower because he thinks it's unhygienic.
It would be hilarious if we did go for the 3rd episode.
It would.
And every episode, Vish sees it comes out.
Yeah, we actually did 8 with Riv. So
No,
I don't
that
know
we-
what that's about. I don't want to leave.
I don't want to
I
leave.
don't want to leave.
But I don't want to stay.
Let's see. Actually, we want to know what physical... Oh, dang it. Okay, so it is 9:13. Actually, that is pretty late.
Yeah, I gotta have a bath.
Riv's going to go home and do nothing. And I'm going to go home and shower like I just murdered a man.
Rivy's going to stand up.
Oh, you're going to the...
No, that's over now.
That's way over.
It's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, that would have been way over.
So it's 11 o'clock. No, like that.
My bath. What time does it kick off?
7:30.
No, it wouldn't be over. Would it?
What about this? Like Jackson's like, well, I guess I can't have a bath tonight then. That's so horrible. That's so horrible. I can't have a bath tonight. I have to go to sleep without showering. Well, I guess if it's got to be, it's got to be.
I got to think I have to wash my hands before I sleep. It's like a new thing.
I've got to wash my body before
No,
I
like
sleep.
I'll have a shower, but like
Yeah.
after a shower, I'm walking around the house doing nothing. I'll have to wash my hands.
I'm
before I
washing my
sleep.
hands non-stop. Before I go to sleep, I have to wash my hands and then I moisturize them.
Okay.
That's... I finish off. I have like elements of OCD. Definitely.
Yeah, I gotta wash my hands
Definitely.
before I go to sleep because I don't like someone's first ever period on my, under my nails. We could go 3 episodes.
We could, because
Nah,
the thing
it's
is,
silly, we should.
everyone's looking for the. It's like a competition. Who can finish with the biggest laugh, biggest joke?
Yeah.
Jackson's won right now. I have to see if I can one it up. I'm trying to think. Go to sleep. Well, I have to wash my hands. I have to wash my hands. I have to wash my hands.
So, what are you talking about? I'm stitching together the fabric of my...
So, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Riv's girlfriend's family reunion?
We can just do some joke stuff.
We could do some joke stuff.
We can just do some workshopping.
Do you want to do some workshopping live on pod?
Live?
No, it's getting quite late. 9:13. I actually need to get to the gym.
Yeah. We should wrap. I'd love to do the 3.
I would
it's
love to
crazy,
do the
though.
3 because Jackson likes to do it after after penis length inches.
What are we talking inches?
Yeah, what are we talking inches?
I'm pretty happy with how mine's sitting inch-wise.
How many inches
Okay.
are there?
Not many.
I like you look to your hip and then your right hip.
No, enough. I measured it against my iPhone.
Oh, you did?
I'm not touching your phone ever.
Dang. Okay, that's always really humbling. That's like
So
doing
was it
stand up for the first time. Imagine bombing
It was
when you're
good.
measuring your penis and you're like, dang, it's so much smaller than my iPhone.
Yeah, iPhone 3.
I know. I was trying to work it into a joke, like that way or something. I don't know, but no, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Here we go. I think I had a bit about. No, I don't even. This is not even a bit. But like,
Yeah.
what is it? I watched this documentary about Facebook saying like all the accusations against Facebook, and it was like, oh yeah, Facebook knew they were inciting hatred and stuff, and inciting kind of like the January 6th storming of the Capitol. They did nothing about it. And Facebook also knows I have small penises and is doing nothing about it. So let's just say there's a lot of problems with their company. A lot of problems with their company.
Facebook. What about penis book?
Okay. I was watching this trans porn star that probably had like a 10-inch penis.
Jeez.
It was crazy.
What was his name?
I don't know what his name was, but obviously he would have had a name.
What was their name?
Michelle.
What was their name? Their name was Jackson's Fantasy.
Jackson
You were
5.
watching it.
Their name was...
That's probably why you gotta wash your whole body after a shower.
Jackson, her name was Jackson would like me if I didn't have breasts and I had a short haircut.
Gay dreams. Have you ever had a gay dream?
I have gay realities. Gay dreams.
I think I did, but I can't remember it.
What's his name?
What's his name? Oh, that's good. You're thinking about your gay dream. You're like,
Martin,
yeah, what's his name?
Martin Luther King.
Dang, go to Martin Luther.
I have a gay dream.
That's a good one. I thought Martin Luther King was in your dream.
No.
Ah.
No.
And like there was the march on Selma, but like there were a whole bunch of black people marching over your penis or something like that.
Martin Luther and King. They were 3 different guys.
How about Martin Luther Bing? Oh yeah, I have a dream. I have dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait. I love that went so flat doing the voice. It just killed the energy of the room. We'd gone so far without doing a racist voice.
No, you
And
did
then
the
at
African one.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, how come I can do the African one and everyone's fine, but as
We
soon
know
as
why
I
that's
start,
the case. Sorry, you were about to say about your gay dream, Rivy?
you gay
No, I
dream.
had one, but I forgot what it was.
No, you didn't forget. You know exactly what it sounds like. You're trying to think, should I tell them or should I not? We can hear it. We can actually hear
I'm
it.
honestly trying to remember it, but I can't.
I
Yeah,
really
you
feel
can.
like I know what a penis feels like inside my mouth. Do you know what I mean? Like, I understand what that sensation would feel like
I'm with you.
from dreams. I brought it up to probably 2 other friends, and they all agreed with me.
I think the throat thing is the thing I can't get my head around. I put a toothbrush to clean my tongue and I almost want to hurl. I can't imagine a penis
If you
going
squeeze
any
your thumb,
further.
you won't gag.
Have
you heard of that?
Heard about that. I tried
Does it work?
Yeah, try it.
It doesn't. Oh yeah, don't even.
Oh, look at him. He's going all
I'm
the
actually
way.
I've got a
Do
weak
it.
stomach.
Do it.
Oh, I actually physically can't.
Please do it.
I don't
I'm
Just squeeze your thumb.
I've got a weak stomach.
Squeeze your thumb.
I won't. I actually will throw it. I've tried it. And I still wanted to be sick.
Put that in your mouth.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Let's. Okay, Riv, we'll go. Yeah. Yeah. Can someone just get their penis out? Stop trying to hand me a bottle. We want to test it. Yeah. Anyway, you can tell if you don't want to tell your gay dream. You don't.
I
have
don't
to,
know it.
but-
Honestly, I don't know it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know mine either. Let's just say that. None of us know our gay dreams.
How much gay porn have you seen?
Almost none.
Almost. Okay, here we go. We've found it. We've got him, folks.
I've
Okay,
had
so
some shit sent to me, and it was just horrible.
what was it?
There's like this.
By Google.
I was just imagining, like, by Facebook, just like Rivs literally has like childhood friends just like got married. He's like, yeah, I've seen some gay stuff sent to me. It's disgusting. Like
Gay
their
stuff
wedding
sent to
day.
me by the post office.
No, this guy
After I
sent.
ordered
Just
it.
on Facebook, just their wedding photos, and you're
This
like,
guy
this is
sent
so
it
gay
to
and
me.
disgusting.
It was 2 turban guys, hairy
Yeah.
as fuck,
Dang.
and then they just
They
anal doing.
had an
anal fucking-
explosion.
Let's see if I can find it.
One guy said, "Hey, I'm the towers," and the other guy said, "I'm the plane."
What
Let's
about
recreate
Keith?
9/11?
What about Keith Turban? And he makes What's
Oh,
his
no,
wife's
how
name?
about-
What's
how
his
about-
wife's name? What's
Yeah.
his wife's name?
I'm gonna get to the joke first.
What's his
I'm
wife's
gonna
name?
mention because I know her name. Keith Turban, and he wears it so he's taller than Nicole Kidman, technically,
Oh, Keith Turban.
because he's short.
And he makes his wife wear a hijab.
I was gonna say because he wears it so he's like 2 inches taller. Because
Is he shorter?
He's shorter than Nicole. She's like 6 foot. He's like 5'6" or something.
5'6".
Yeah, there's a
Oh my
huge
God.
height difference. Huge. I would love that. He just wears a turban so he's a little bit taller.
What are you looking at?
I'm trying to find the gay porn.
The girl. There's too much of it to scroll through.
There's a lot of straight porn.
Yeah.
Sure there is.
I'm sure there is.
People that you need to clarify that.
What?
Nothing.
What's that?
Nothing. That's silly.
But yeah, he's trying to find some gay porn here. This kind of feels like a sleepover. Do you know when you get to those weird hours of
Yeah.
a sleepover?
Yeah, it does.
Everyone starts getting a little bit gay.
Hey, Karim.
Yeah? Do you look at some gay porn?
Hey, Karim. Today was so fun. I just wanted to say that I'm really thankful to be your friend.
Dang, that's actually exactly how you talk, which is really awkward.
Also, do you want to beat off together?
No, I can't find it.
Also, how about Keith Turban? But he's I've got an eyelash in my eye.
I was in a school camp trip, and then the guys in the other cabin. So it was like
That's what they call
it was like
it.
10
You
guys
went
in a
on trip.
cabin,
It was a normal.
Yeah.
it
and
was
then
a
these
normal trip.
10. So we were in year 8, and they all went together.
Wait, what's this? Who did?
It was a school camp, and then we were in cabins, and then these guys in another cabin. It was like 10 people per cabin, or 6 or something, and they all jacked off together.
What if they just straight up made a movie about that? And that's like the whole. That's the whole plot.
It was like cabin fever.
And it's just literally about like 12-year-old boys, and that's like the climax
I've
of the movie.
seen something similar.
Oh, goodness gracious. I haven't washed my hand and I feel like it went into my eye and then now I've got like a disease. I've got cooties. Yeah, no, same here. But the scary thing is you're not going anywhere. We're not actually letting you go anywhere.
All right. Well, thanks so
This
much for
is-
joining us.
Thanks
baby
for
boy.
having me, boys.
It's a good time. Dual episode.
Yeah, we almost
be
hit the
killer.
three-peat.
Yeah.
We're going to probably even release it in 3. We could do 45 minutes each.
Yeah, we could do 3.
Yeah, just because we want to try to really freak Vish out.
Yeah. That hipster one can be an episode
That
on its
hipster
own.
one could honestly buy one
That's
by
like half
itself.
an hour right
The
there.
intervention
Yeah.
of Jackson's hipsterdom.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, anything else you want to kind of add, Rippy?
No, I got nothing.
Nothing. I really hope you stay. Are you coming up with your girlfriend to
Yeah, I'll
Queensland?
be in Gold Coast.
Yeah,
I'll see
not
you
with your
there.
girlfriend though.
No, she'll be there.
Oh, she'll be there as well. Okay, so I'll get to see you cheat on her in person.
Well, hooroo.
What?
Hooroo.
Hooroo.
I feel we need something bigger than that.
No, that's just because you wanted to keep going.
Yeah, we know. We've got to finish on a big one. Someone needs to have a joke out of somewhere. Who can do it? Who can hit the slam dunk? Because we can't finish until there's a slam
Should I
dunk.
just tell a joke?
Yeah. What's
Yeah,
a
alright.
good one?
All right. I used to think skin color pencil was a relative term.
I don't get it.
Just ended on that.
Someone said
No,
they
no.
don't get a joke.
No, let's get the joke.
All right. I used to think skin color pencil was a relative term.
You already said
And,
that one. Sorry.
Do you know what's funny? It's the Rip has to go, but it's funny if we keep him. It's actually it's a really funny bit, kind of almost. It's almost within an area of kidnapping. Because what happens? You start getting really warm. Like, are they actually not going to let me go? I do have to go home, but I don't want to kind of be so rude to just leave. But if they're not going to finish this podcast, I'm going to have to end up being rude.
Be here till
So we're not
tomorrow.
going in it. Jackson's.
That does remind me
He's going to go to the bathroom, but we're going to keep talking. Okay.
The door's locked.
Jax has locked the
He's
door.
locked the door from the inside. So I'm not sure how to get out now.
So now his straight thoughts can't get in. Yeah, you know what that means. What do you think about that? Jackson is opening and closing some sort of case to insinuate penetration. I think he's writing something down now on a piece of paper. Let's see. What is it? He's drawn a swastika and he just zig heiled. It's funny because it's so hard to. It sounds like I'm just making this up, but I don't. He's not. He's actually just doing this right now. I don't know what's happened. But he's locked the door. I can't tell.
Is that even funny?
It's hilarious.
It's so funny,
Yeah.
right?
He's drawn a swastika. Then he's drawn a guy hanging.
What the hell, man?
What the hell? Yeah.
All right, so you had a skin color pencil.
You had a skin color pencil.
Alright. I thought
What
that-
about a joke about being like Asian people have yellow skin colored pencils? What about that joke he used to make his kids? That was a
Kind of where
good
the
one.
joke was going.
Oh, was it? Oh, dang. That's actually, yeah, that's a good one. Something about. Okay, so what's the joke?
So I thought the skin color pencil was a relative term.
Yeah.
And this Chinese kid asked me for a pencil.
Oh, great.
So I gave him the color red because he's a communist.
That's very funny. That's very funny. That's very funny there. I gave him the color red because was the color of my parents' faces when they saw that it actually wasn't a guy, it was my girlfriend, and they were meeting him. They were very upset.
I wonder if they'd be more happy if it was Indian guy.
Oh,
Than a
that's
Chinese
true.
girl.
Yeah, what would they rather? Indian guy. What do you honestly think?
I think the girl.
Oh, okay.
But-
do you think?
If it was a bad enough race, like
Why do they hate?
What if it was a black girl?
Yeah.
They literally just like order the spiciest curry in the world and then
If it was
kill
a-
themselves.
If it was like a girl in like a full body burqa, I think they'd prefer the guy.
Oh, really?
They hate.
How about that? How about that real racist thing? It's like, do you know how Japanese people put a sword in, or Asian people in general? The stereotype is if they've disrespected their family in any way, they stab themselves with a sword. Indian people cook up a really spicy curry that actually will just murder them. Like use all the chilies and then they sit together like your parents hold each other's hand and they take a bite and then they
Butter
die.
chicken to death. Yeah.
What about that as like a bit?
Look, I'm going now.
No, you're
I'm not racist. I'm not racist, but if
Riv
my
is.
if my son dates a black girl, I'm gonna kill myself.
Riv has put down his microphone, everyone. He's made that stand.
All right, thanks so much for coming on, man.
We're not actually going.
Peace
You're gonna
out,
have
you
to
saucy
leave.
boys.
Not going anywhere.